Alright, hello and welcome back. Let's continue meeting the people of Shapir here. This is Toshir. I will be happy to sell you the pot which best suits your needs. I have pots in every size and many colors. I have approximate knowledge of many things. I'm not very interested in pots right now, but I am interested in this gentleman. Let's say hello. Hi. Greet man. Okay. Let's just look at him. This is Harak Adar. Greet Harak. Okay. Ask about wares. I did not notice you come in. There's a lot of work to get him to notice us. This is the apothecary, where one can find many wondrous pills and oils. I am Harik. If you need something, just let me know. Ask about oil. I sell oil for filling lamps and for quieting squeaky hinges. A small container of oil costs 20 centimes. Well, I think as a thief, we're definitely going to want that, so let's haggle for some oil. You speak as one born to bargain. It shall be 15 centimes. Wonderful. And ask about pills. I have the following pills for sale: vigor pills, healing pills, poison cure pills, and mana pills. Mana pills are quite expensive. Take one pill with water and get plenty of rest. Ask about vigor pills. Vigor pills aid iron poor blood, restore vital minerals used up in strenuous exercise, and act as quick picker-uppers in times of stress. How about ask about healing pills, or whatever you call them. Healing pills accelerate the normal healing of the body. A hero such as yourself will undoubtedly need a large supply. And ask about poison cure pills. The venom of the desert scorpion is deadly unless you take these pills before you are struck by its tail. What if we ask about tail? It's not my power to give you about venom. The sting of the scorpion's tail is death unless you take my poison cure pills. Unfortunately, even they will not help if you are struck by the tail more than once. And how about ask about components. I'm always out of scorpion venom to make poison cure pills and ghoul claws from my experience. I will pay 20 dinars for the tail of the scorpion and 15 dinars for the claws of a ghoul. That's a pretty good deal. Ask about claws. The ghoul is a creature of the night. The scrape of its claws chills the soul and draws the very life away from you. It takes a very agile adventurer to avoid death at its hands. Fair enough. Well, let's get some pills. So haggle for poison cure pills. Because you are such a fine person, for you, I will make a special deal. I will sell you 3 doses of pills at regular price and throw in a 4th dose free of charge. So still pretty expensive. There's a special money-back guarantee with every pill I sell. If you die because of a pill, I will gladly refund your money. That's so generous. All right, haggle for healing pills. Same thing. And for stamina, which is what we're going to want the most of. Very good. Now, I think that will do for now. We'll come back and talk with this gentleman sometime in the future. But for now, let's carry on. So we'll use our map. And we're going to head down to the Palace Plaza. There's nothing to do here just yet. Finest of carpets in all the land I have for your perusal, hero of the north. And, let's hear what the jeweler has to say, too. Jewelry of the finest gems, inlaid in rings of gold and silver, necklaces of beautiful stones, things of beauty which will last forever, all of which I sell. Very nice. Not interested just yet. Perhaps we'll come back to that in the future. Where I want to go right now is to have a little conversation with our astrologer. Come in, Hassan, come in. Oh, that is not you, is it? It is hard for me to tell at such a distance. Come in anyway, and welcome. I am Abu al-Nujun, and I am the astrologer of the stars and omens. Who are you, that I might know you? Our name is Shadow. Ah, Shadow, it is indeed a name for heroes. It is well that you have come then. The signs show that we will soon need one here. Let's ask about a few things. How about ask about astrology? Astrology is based on the principle of as above, so below. The heavens reflect the earth and vice versa. Well, the heavens. You know, oh. And how about the earth? Alright. We asked about astrology. How about astrologer? I've been stargazing since I was little. There is so much to learn from astrology. I'm going to look at this sign. Curious what it's supposed to mean. Oh well. What if I ask about sign? The planet Salim has been missing from the sky for several days now. Last night, the planet Amal was gone. Instead, a large fiery star blazed from the eye of the dragon. Even now, the dragon and the scorpion are rising. How about we ask about the dragon? Dragon is a sign of vast magical power. And the scorpion. Scorpion portends poison and deceit. Alright. Let's see. Ask about ladder. Alright. And that's enough. Let's just ask about our future. If you wish to know your future, I will need to know your guiding signs. Tell me about your past and the things you have done. Tell about past. You have lived a most interesting life. I will look into what signs have guided your life thus far and see how they will affect you in the future. This will take many hours, so you will need to come back some other day. Alright, let's do that. If you need to know more about the future, visit me again when it arrives. Alright, so that's most of the people we want to meet. There's still the weaponsmith up here that maybe we'll go visit, but someone else who I want to see right now. So, oops. Hello, Palace. We have no need to go to you. Let's head up this way. And let's actually go through here. Beautiful. Make some turns. Time of day is it? Sunset approaches. Okay, still have a little bit of time. Let's just quickly look at our map. Yeah, that was the turn I wanted. Oh, no, it wasn't. I'm in completely the wrong location. Not completely, but slightly off. This should be where I want to go. All right, so let's knock. Who is it that seeks to enter? Shadow. If we lie about our name, it doesn't go well. Who is that Shinji? Let's say Rakesh. How did the leg of Rakesh get injured? I believe that they told us that, but I know it was a demon. And then we were told to go meet this individual by a few different people, but this is a little puzzle to see if you can figure out what her name is. My first is the first, my second is the last, next comes myself, then back to the end and beginning again. Who am I? So first is the first is A, second is the last, Z, next comes myself, I, then back to the end, Z, and beginning again, A. I don't know why I capitalized that Z, but it shouldn't matter. You may enter freely into my home, Shadow. And now she will be our friend. Come in, sit down, and be welcome. Greet. Welcome. It is good to have a visitor who understands a proper way to enter conversation. All right, let's go sit. Shall we share tea? What did I say? Thank you. Probably have to say yes, but I believe I asked you a question, so yeah, we'll say yes. The tea is cool and refreshing. You find yourself relaxing as you drink and listen to the sound of flowing water. Now that we have shared tea, what is it for which you have come? Ask about Shapir. That's how you spell it. There you go. This city was built around the magic fountain which flows freely. It is protected by the mountains and the desert and has known only peace and prosperity until now. Ask about danger? Please, I want to talk about something else. How about ask about Razir? Razir was like a twin to Shapir until a year ago this month. The Emir Aras was overthrown and disappeared. His brother now sits upon the throne. There is a darkness over the city through which I cannot see with all my magic. Let's ask about the Emir. The Emir Aras was a foolish man who ruled more with his heart than his head. There was magic involved in his disappearance. Since he has been gone, the city of Razir has fallen into dark times, and many have fled the new tyranny. Let's ask about magic. The magic I work with most is water magic, that of knowledge and true seeing. As water can reflect, I too can reflect spells back upon the caster. There is much magic in this land, some of a very dark nature. Alright, well, that was interesting enough. We're going to have plenty of times to speak to Aziza in the future, but for now, I think we will say goodbye. It has been a pleasure conversing with you. Perhaps we shall share tea again sometime. Alright, I think that's enough for today. So let's go to the inn. It is hoped you enjoyed your first sight of our beautiful city of Shafir. Indeed. Sit. Tonight's meal is honeyed lamb with almonds and curried chicken. It is hoped you will enjoy yourself. Eat. You have a wonderful meal. There are numerous salads and 2 main dinners, fruit, hot mint tea, dessert, and all the bread you could want. You feel stuffed and content. Fortunately, your strenuous regiment as a hero prevents you from looking as round as Abdullah. Wonderful. And let's drink. The tea, as Abdullah has switched many times, is wonderful. And we'll stand and just go to bed for tonight. Yeah, we'll sleep until dawn. That's fine. You awaken much refreshed. All right, sit. We'll have breakfast. And she was just saying that she would be honored if we would come and watch her dance tonight, which is always, always a little weird, but sure, we will show up. Do not forget that Shima dances this night. No, I don't want to hear you. So, the first important thing that we need to do today is head down here and meet Ali Fakir. Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you. Although, for the life of me, I can't imagine why. I'm Ali Fakir. Honest. Ooh. Of course, even if you don't want one, I'll be happy to sell you one. So, he was saying that he wants to sell us a Saurus. Ask about Saurus. I've seen an awful lot of Sauruses, and I've even seen a lot of awful Sauruses. Sorry, it's hard sometimes to keep up with the wordplay. The Saurus is the ship of the desert, and you can't ship it far enough to suit me. All a Saurus takes is a little grass, say a bale, some water, around 20 gallons, and a little love, and it will follow you anywhere, which can get mighty embarrassing at times, believe me. Picture yourself mounting your very own Saurus for the first time. You get up, you fall off, you mount up again, and sit proud in the saddle, knowing you can ride with the best of them. You look like a man looking for a Saurus. I have the finest saddle Saurus you can find, a magnificent saddle Saurus. If you ride one, that's exactly what you'll get. You never know when a Saurus might come in handy. Why, just the other day you were thinking to yourself, you thought, if only I had someone to play Pinochle with. If you had a Saurus, you still couldn't play Pinochle. You couldn't even pronounce it. It just goes to show you. And speaking of shows, have I got the Saurus for you? The Saurus. That's where you look for synonyms. And speaking of sin, when it comes to Saurus as well, let's just keep your personal preference a secret, shall we? Jeez, they don't call it Saurus Rex for nothing. Jeez. Alright, let's... T stands for Edgar, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, let's haggle for a Saurus. Let's see, my asking price was 50, your calling price is 10, I raised you 2 clubs, you doubled, I redoubled, the stock market crashed, I doubled your double, and you called me, just what, I'll never repeat, and we came to a gentleman's agreement of 20 dinars. How we got to the gentleman to agree is beyond me. Sure, that's fine. Pay the man and move on. Just a minute and I'll introduce you to your Saurus. You actually can haggle him down to either 10 or 5 dinars, but I don't care enough to bother. Ah, true love at first sight, and what a sight for Saurus eyes. Seeing that you 2 kids are hitting it off from the start, sounds like a good time to start heading off. Hello, I must be going. An exit line if I ever heard one. I'll be honored to put your Saurus back in the stable for you, Effendi. Wonderful. Special today, Guide to Sightseeing in Beautiful Razir. Only cost you 1 dinar since you only got 1 page. Let's read our map, and why don't we go over to the, actually, before we do, let's look at our character sheet. Stealth is moving up nicely, but let's sneak to keep that going. And now we will go to Guildhall. This be the new hero, Rakesh. You are most welcome in Shapir. The Sultan has been seeking a hero since the forces of dark magic overwhelmed Rizir. Ask about Rizir. Hopefully I didn't already do this, but I lose track sometimes. The rumors from Rizir are that laws have become more important than men, and that it has become a crime to think. Few go to that city now, and even fewer return. Ask about dark magic. Magic surrounds all of us in this world and is a part of us also. Aziza has many more answers than I. Well, we'll ignore that for now. All right, let's go in here and do a little training. Why not? We'll just work on our... Don't watch my weapon, watch my eyes. Let them show you where I will hit and when. Your eyes are emotionless black holes. Put your body into your thrusts. Oh, don't talk my body that way. That's completely inappropriate. Brigands don't defend well. Keep up your attacks, which is weird, because the Brigands from the previous game, it's all they would ever do. The Pterosaurus who tries to eat you will be dead meat first. Wow, I'm flattered. All right, let's exit. There actually might be an event happening. Shoot. I challenge you all to a wager of skill versus skill. Who will dare to follow me where I lead across this narrow path of rope? This may go poorly with us being out of stamina. We'll have to see. Who will risk a dinar and his very life that he may gain 5 dinars in return? Is there no one of courage and daring among you? Will any take my challenge? Will you wager with me? Take stamina pill. You feel refreshed. All right, good. Now, let's say yes. Ooh, it is such a simple thing to walk this rope. Surely you have the skill. You will gain 5 dinars because of it. Will you wager with me? Yes. But I would like to slow the game down a little bit. Let's see if we can still do that. There we go. You have but to give me a dinar, and you will gain 5 if you walk the rope. Give dinar. You are most brave. Now, let us see if you are skilled as well. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. So the better your agility is, the better you will do here. It is so simple, even you can do it. You have but to climb the rope. All right, well, let's climb rope. Yeah, the better your agility is, the easier this is. Try to step forward, hold your position, correct by leaning right, and correct by leaning left. There is also some player skill involved, so let's see how we do. Not too bad. All right. Not too good either. You're getting too good for me. Surely I'll be forced to pay you next time. All right, let's do this. Where are we at right now? Not great. All right. Let's go back in here. Where are we at right now? We should have 3 stamina pills, I think. Yes, you don't have to say that every time. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to pause things here. I'm going to burn through these and see if we can just beat him at his little game, okay? Hang on. All right, let's see if things go any better this time. Actually, don't remember. Oh, the brave one returns. Will you take my challenge? I don't remember if I took that pill. Okay, I did. We didn't make much of a change in our stats, but we'll give it a shot. Yes. You have but to give me a dinar, and you will gain 5. Give dinar. All right, he walks across, and we'll try. Slow things down a little more, and see what we can do. Ah, overcompensated. All right, well, we'll work on this a bit, and he will be back, so we'll get more chances. There isn't much else to do today, so why don't I take a little bit of time, burn through whatever cash we have. Oh, I don't even know if we have enough to buy 1 set. All right, there's one other thing that we can do today, because I don't believe we did it last time, though I have been wrong before. I think we asked about the beard. Notice my note, mister. Yeah, so he's going to give us, what is it, 15 dinars? Okay. Alright, let's go find the Dorvish. Use map. Should visit the Dervish city. He's a wise man. Well, funny you should mention that. Ask about Dervish. Dervish lives in the oasis to the south. He knows everything about that goes on in the desert. Okay, how about ask about Oasis? Oasis is a place in the desert where there is life-giving water. It is 5 screen lengths to the south and 3 screen lengths to the east from the town overlook. I always like that that their unit of measure is a, quote, screen length. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then should point out that we have a compass here. Points, you know, where compasses point. And then 1, 2, 3 to the east. He who turns to run away sometimes finds knife in back. Let's get off. Grab a quick drink. Check and refill your water skins, and then ask about man. Man with no name, like question with no answer. Ask about question. Right answer, ask the right person. Okay. Ask about dervish. Wise man learn much by saying little. Ask about wisdom. That's fine. Ask about oasis. Oasis is like wise saying because both seem shallow but are very deep. Ask about beard. Difference between beard and world is one whirls around tree, the other twirls around me. How about ask about tree? Does not give much shade, but I do get a date once in a while. Ask about the world. If you want, right? Yeah, that's fine. All right. So, hero business like eating peanuts. Ask about peanuts. Ask about spelled correctly. Peanuts. Once you start, it's very hard to stop. Fair enough. Let's take a piece of his beard, take a small piece of the dervish's beard, and put it carefully away. And let's ride. And a nice little feature, anytime you're on the Saurus, is you can just tell it to go home, which we'll do in a moment. But first, let's have our first fight. Why not? You know? Unfortunately, it can sometimes take obnoxiously long to find an enemy, but I'm certain it will happen before too long. So we'll wait it out. Just kind of wander off to the side. There's very, very, very little in the desert of interest. So anytime you spend out there looking for enemies, unfortunately, can get a little tedious. There we go. Nice bandit to fight. So we'll just take him out, or brigand rather. Triumphed gloriously over the brigand. Very nice. Let's search the brigand. Carnage find 4 dinars and 16 centimes. You know what? Oh. So always go back to the screen where you were attacked, and your Saurus will be there waiting for you. I think I'm going to pause for just a minute, go through a couple more fights, and then we're going to go back and just give this little ropes course a couple more tries. But I'm not going to have you sit here and watch me wander. Anytime a new enemy pops up, I'll unpause just to see that. But outside of that, I think we don't need to waste too much time. All right, so I'll be back either when we're done or when we find a new enemy. So hang on. Let's head inside. Dismount. Honor to put your sellers back. All right, since we're already here, let's just sleep for an hour. Do not forget the Shiva dances. All right. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get as many of these vigor pills as we can. Maybe we'll take a quick look at our character sheet, see what we did. Not a huge amount of growth, but a little bit. Every little bit counts. How much should we get in terms of cash? 20. Oh, you know what? I forgot to go sell our beard. I think that will be enough for 8. Let's see. Sell beard. You uncurled me some whirl from the dervish. Oh, frabjous day! Hooray, hooray! Here's the dinars that I must pay. A river dirty Gertie, I'll do to you. Bye for now, purple cow. Yes, he's a very strange, strange man. Alright, so he again doesn't know that we're here, but he'll figure it out eventually. I didn't notice you come in. Alright, so we'll get some pills. 4th dose free of charge. And then that should be pretty much all of our cash. Oh no, we got plenty more. Oh, let's see. Oh. I feel like this is a mistake, but I'm taking advantage of it. Alright, that's more than enough. So, we're going to drink, fill our water skins, because we don't want to take pills with empty water skins. And then I'm going to go back to the guild hall here. And again, I'm going to pause things, because I don't think you need to watch. I think it'll be very boring, so hang on. Alright, let's see. So we've done a pretty good bit here. I was doing a lot of dodging. I didn't know if that actually raised your agility more or not, but I figured it might. So up over 125, which I think is a pretty good spot. So let's give this one more chance here. Golden hair, are you willing to risk a dinar? Take the challenge. Yes. Alright. Give dinar. So this is now the 3rd one we've given him, which puts us a lot worse return on our investment than we would like. Let's climb the rope. Alright. And one more try. Let's see how we do. So we should have less of an issue now. See, we're a little better at correcting ourselves. And again, maybe part of it is just that I'm doing better. Oh, I did worse. That one was entirely me. I literally just hit the wrong key. Oh, let's go with one more. It's not Shadow's fault. That was my fault. As if the other ones were his fault. Like he's the one controlling things. Alright, this is going poorly. But I can't stop. Must win. This will be the last one. Mostly because after this I'm bored. And we officially get no benefit from this, even if we succeed. But at least we don't lose quite as much. Clearly, I would make a terrible gambler. Alright. Probably should have slowed it down one more piece. I think that would have helped me a little bit, but we're still doing all right. There we go. Be careful not to overcompensate. Well over halfway. And you have succeeded. All right. Collect your 5 dinars. Hooray! Cannot get off so easily. Let us test the rope again, that I may reclaim my lost dinars. No, I don't want to. All right, so we're close to the end of the day. Let's see. What time is it? Sunset approaches. Okay, so just for a very brief window here, we're going to do this. Good, okay. You get some useful lockpicking practice, but the door has been bolted from the inside. No amount of skill will allow you to open it. And probably our lockpicking didn't really go up, but you can see that it will run through a little bit of our stamina. So what I'm going to do here is pause for another moment. I'm going to practice some lockpicking for a little bit until we get to actual sunset, and then we'll go watch Shima dance and call it a video. All right. So, All right, so we've done a good amount of practice there. I think we can move on. So let's come in here. If you will be seated, then you will see my Shima dance. So this will be the one time that we watch this, unfortunately for you furries out there, but we will watch it just once for, I don't know, completeness sake. It's a very odd addition to the game, I must say. It does have a great hang time, very impressive. You applaud loudly and loud for your friend Shima's dancing prowess. Very nice. All right, let's order some food. Shima will be with you shortly with whatever splendid meals. Blah, blah, blah. Eat. Oops. Eat. Drink. Stand. All right, and we will head into bed. We're going to end things here, and when we wake up, it will be day 3. And actually, you know what? I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to sleep for an hour off screen. I'll do a little bit of training. I'd like some lock picking and maybe, I'll probably just leave it to lock picking. But either way, when we come back, it will be day 3 and we'll be ready to move on with our adventure. But till then, see ya.